outdoor furniture. All customer picks, we thought we would amp it up. We'd send you a complete bistro set like you've never seen before with gorgeous motifs, phenomenal colorways. Shall we dive in? Grab a drink, because we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna relax, we're gonna enjoy our best buy of the day. Okay, don't mind me, I'm just gonna sit back and relax. Where should I go? Should I go to Paris? Oh, should I go to Italy? Should I, you know, sit in my backyard? Yes, yes, you should. You should enjoy. The warm weather is coming, and I'm so delighted because this bistro set is absolutely exquisite. I'm gonna bring in my friend because I've got 2 chairs and a table. I might as well enjoy it with a friend. We all have loved Deb for over 20 years. She's been bringing us incredible products. The last like 5 years, Deb, you've really leaned in to the world of like outdoor fashions and bringing us these gorgeous pieces. So Deborah Byers, everybody, what a glorious day to spend time together.
This is so much fun, isn't it? And it's so great to just sit here. It's the perfect size, isn't it?
I know.
This is the bistro set from Improvements. We've brought you benches and all kinds of outdoor furniture for the past 6 years, and each one has been a customer pick, and you have come to us, oh, we want more colors, we want to go ahead and see more furniture. We brought you this set, and it is an absolute winner. Made of gorgeous powder-coated iron in this beautiful matte finish. You're going to be able to choose your favorite color or your favorite motif.
Ooh.
Super easy to assemble, literally right out of the box, and made for human people with human sizes, because the chairs will hold 300 pounds and they're just the right size. Absolutely amazing. Wonderful to be able to sit with a friend either for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or simply to enjoy, read a book, whatever you want to do. This is the set, and it's going to enhance your home both outside and in.
All of the above, sign me up. Let's choose a color. Okay, so we sat down. I'm seeing like apricot and peach and cantaloupe tones. When you order it, you can order it based on this beautiful, is this hibiscus?
Hibiscus. This is the hibiscus, and it's all laser cut. We're giving you the design in the back, and we're giving you the design on the table. By the way, the table has a 100-pound capacity, so you don't have to baby it, even though it's absolutely gorgeously designed. The seat is ample at 18 inches, so you're going to be super, super comfortable, and it is 37 inches high, so this is the perfect height. And remember, it's going to come to you right out of the box because the seats will fold up. You don't have to do anything but unfold them. Perfect for storage, perfect for virtually anything. That's the hibiscus, an unbelievable, beautiful color.
Okay, this like royal blue, it's no wonder this is the peacock.
It's stunning.
Oh,
it is so stunning.
Gosh.
So we've got gorgeous, gorgeous peacock on the back, a beautiful peacock in the center of your table, the spectacular, gorgeous royal blue. It's stunning. And again, all the artwork, absolutely second to none. So when you're sitting in this chair, leaning on this peacock, you're gonna be super comfortable because we wanted to give you the powder-coated iron that's going to be reinforced on the back for comfort, but we're not compromising on the gorgeous designs of all the ones that we're offering today.
Deb, you're making it really hard because there's personality in color, there's personality in these beautiful motifs. So this sort of sunflower is gonna be this bright, happy, almost like a custardy yellow. I love it.
It's fabulous. And the sunflower is a design that you guys have loved, so we brought it back and then some. And by the way, this is just the beginning of the season for us at Improvements. There are going to be coordinating pieces throughout the springtime, so go ahead and keep in mind that you'll be able to get other items that are going to work back to what we're offering today. But again, the beautiful sunflower with the net in the middle, it's the screen in the middle, so you'll always be comfortable to lean against. Absolutely unbelievable. And again, that matte finish that is rust resistant, fade resistant, and weather resistant. Leave them outside, but they're beautiful enough to bring inside as well.
All right, we're gonna go over here to the pink because I think the pink has been really, really popular on the day. And it's the flamingo, so it's one of our more limited. We kind of took a little spot behind the flowers back here, and I love that you can pick these up and nestle them. It is, you're getting your table and you're getting the chairs, which is incredible because how well and how quality these are made. I mean, it's a substantial set at 43 pounds, but easy to assemble and take it indoors, take it outdoors. But here's one of the things I loved about the flamingo. So the back, you can clearly see it's a full flamingo, but then I love that you guys did that laser etching on the table of almost like, it looks like it's two kissing flamingos. It's so cool.
Isn't it fabulous? Well, that's the artisan level that we've got for improvements, that we want to bring you something that's original, whimsical, and you're not going to see anywhere else. That's the most important thing. We're giving you a bistro set. You can go to the big box store and get a bistro set, but you're not going to get something as artistic as this. So when this is brought home to you, it's going to come in a box and someone's going to deliver it. You're going to be able to use it right out of the box, and no one else is going to have it but you.
Okay, final and last color. If you haven't already made your immediate selection, jump into the ordering process quickly. We'll take you down to this great green, which is the one that we are calling the palm.
Yes.
So if you don't have palm trees where you live, and we have a lot of them here in Florida.
Yes, we do.
We will send you the palm trees, no watering, no planting, no babysitting, and you will get this beautiful, bright, this is like the epitome of springtime green.
It totally is. It's a bright, bright, almost a Kelly green.
Yeah.
And again, the back is all going to be laser cut in that beautiful design. I happen to have this one at my home. Yes. So that's my little villa that I have, and I've got a little area in the front. So we went ahead and put it out there, and I cannot tell you what a joy it is to just sit there and watch the traffic go by. People have been stopping to talk to us because it's just so inviting, because having a bistro set literally lends itself to having you come by, sit down, have a conversation, and interconnect with someone. It is a great way to just stop the world and enjoy.
You know, one of the things I noticed, this is my first time seeing it. You talked about the matte finish, how this is powder-coated iron, indoor, outdoor, weather-resistant, fade-proof. You know, so it's meant to be outdoors and enjoy. I'm noticing things that every single component is completely covered in that gorgeous color. I don't see like a, you know, like a silver metallic, you know, screw on this side. So when we talk about assembling this, is this hard to put together?
No. So it's going to come to you in a box. So the fact that it's reduced shipping and handling is gigantic. So you're not getting in the car and you're not going to the big box store and struggling with a great big box. What you're seeing on the TV is the assembly. That's the extent of the assembly. The table will come to you flat. The chairs will come flat. You're going to open the legs of the chairs. You're going to put the screws will be on the underside of the top. You're going to take them off. You're going to put them back on the legs and re-screw them. That is the extent of what you're going to have to do. But for the chairs are going to come to you and they're going to be flat. So all you're going to do in order to just go ahead and begin using them is open them up. Now, to Valerie's point, she's saying as she's walking around the chair that she's not seeing any of those spots that are like, oh, you shouldn't be looking here and you shouldn't be looking there. The attention to detail over the entire piece of furniture, whether it's the table or the chairs, is absolutely second to none. We did not stint on anything to bring you a quality product that you're going to be able to have season after season. And we made the seat 18 inches in diameter, so you're going to be able to sit on here with your grandchildren or your dog or whatever it is that you love with comfort and ease. This is just an amazing set.
I love the seat.
I
love the
told you.
seat, you know, because I was, you know, from at home, I watched you and Guy this morning, and Guy was talking about how comfortable, I love how even and stable I feel secure. It's a nice wide back as well. But I was like, come on, Guy, you're like a bigger, bigger person. You might feel like all seats are small, but he felt like it was large. I definitely feel like that nice, because I've been to Paris, I've been to Greece, I've been to a lot of those beautiful places, and every cafe, every major restaurant, you will see these bistro sets. And in the high-end designer stores where you get this type of finish, where you get this type of laser cut detail, you could hardly find a table or a chair at this price point. The fact that you're getting the table plus the coordinating chairs, how quality made they are furniture finished at this incredible value, which by the way is only $28 to get it home. That's less than $1 a day to be able to get it home, and we send it to you right away. You don't have to, it's not layaway. You don't have to wait until August, right, to be able to get it home and try it out, and you'll enjoy it. You'll have that beverage. You'll drink your morning coffee. You'll listen to maybe your podcast or your Bible story, or maybe it's music or the birds chirping or the trees rustling. Taking time to slow down a little bit sometimes really can fill our cup, if you know what I mean, Deb, because life is fast-paced. We're running, we're moving, we're shaking, and even just a few minutes of just that time with yourself, time with your loved ones. You know, I have 2 little dogs. I love to be outside with them and watch them do their thing. I love to drink, you know, a beverage in the morning, a beverage in the evening. To have this dedicated space that's so welcoming for you and friends.
It absolutely is. And Valerie and I were talking beforehand, and I was saying, you know, it's so comfortable when you sit on it. You're really, well, first of all, we're at work. We're working, but this is hardly work because we're sitting in something that's super comfortable. We're able to have a conversation. The table, by the way, is 24 inches in diameter and 28 inches high. So it's the perfect height for you to be able to put a plate on and be able to have lunch or dinner. Perfect for a beverage, whether it's coffee in the morning or wine at night or anything in between. But Valerie is also absolutely right. If this is in your backyard under a tree, you can just sit here and take a deep breath. Yeah. It really lends itself to just stopping you and enjoying it because first of all, it's very, very well made so you feel super secure. It's got all the surface area for whatever you may have, your book, your iPad, your tablet, your beverage, your computer, phone, whatever, your lunch. So you can take care of it and you've got the knowledge that it's super easy to put together, super easy to store if you need to store it, but great for all seasons because it's rust resistant and weather resistant and fade resistant. So leave it outside with confidence. But it's also serious furniture that can come in. So for a little breakfast nook or a little sunroom, this is going to be perfect for that area where you just don't have a whole lot of space and you really want something that's going to be fabulous.
I mean, even if you have just like a little Juliet balcony, right?
Oh, perfect.
Or you're in an apartment or you're in a studio and you've got just that little nook and space that you can sit and enjoy. We're starting to go into the season where you're opening the windows, you're opening the doors, but there's nothing like being out there, right? There's nothing like enjoying that fresh morning cup of coffee, maybe sharing it with a loved one. I love that if you work from home, this is plenty of space to have your computer, to have a beverage, to have a snack, to pull up that second chair and invite somebody over. And one of my favorite things about the seat is not only the width of it, how large it is, but how smooth it is.
Yes.
Sometimes you get bistro seats and it also has sort of nooks and crannies and intricate details, and I'm like this. I'm constantly like, well, that hits that bone, and I don't, okay, well, that doesn't feel good. This is like so, like, relaxing. I don't even, that seems odd to say at a bistro set, but it's very relaxing.
Well, you're absolutely right. And in Paris or wherever you want to go in any of the foreign countries, the bistro sets are all smaller. And to your point, they are much, much smaller when you're sitting on them. And they need them to be that way because you're always trying to accommodate more customers. And you see the waiters running around holding the tables over everybody's head, bringing them around, and everything has to be smaller to accommodate the crowd. We want you to have the experience of having that bistro set and all that that implies. People watching, taking a deep breath, having a coffee,
did you say people watching?
There.
I might be the guiltiest of the people watchers. No. And this is the peacock. I want to make sure you know which motif you're getting with the colors. So blue, royal blue, vibrant blue. You might have a favorite sports team that's this blue. And I love that the laser cut details give you that perfect spray of those peacock feathers. But it's all solid, it's all matte, it's all powder coated finished, which I love. And you've got different options. So the hibiscus is this beautiful kind of peachy apricot, which I am obsessed with. If that doesn't say, between that and the flamingo, very, very Florida, even a little vintage vibe. With
a little
one,
bit,
right?
yes,
I
absolutely.
like that.
There's no question.
And then this green palm.
You cannot go wrong with the green palm. It's an absolutely stunning color. And unfortunately, you know, we're out in the sunshine. Last night we were here with lights and it kind of distorts the color. But when you see them in real life, you're going to be able to see something that is just spectacular. You're going to be really wowed. But the most important thing that's going to impress you is the way these are made, the quality. The improvements team works very, very hard to give you quality for your dollar. And we want you to have things that are original, and we want you to have things that are exclusive here at HSN under the Improvements brand. Yeah. You're not going to see these anywhere else, and you're not going to have to go out to the big box store and fight with everybody else, hoping that you can find something at a reasonable value. We're bringing it to you, and it's going to be delivered to your door.
And notice every time we swap from colors, because we're going to go from the green palm over to the pink flamingo. Shout out to my mother-in-law who loves a good pink flamingo.
There you go.
I can't help but sit down.
It's true, isn't it?
I can't help but sit down. Let's talk about care for these. So obviously the assemblies easily, but you're leaving them outdoors. You know, you might have a little leaf or a little dust or Lord knows the pollen is hitting me hard right now. How do we care for these to keep them just as good as new?
Well, when I had mine, we have a lot of tree debris that comes down, so all I did was blow it off with my blower, and then I went ahead and hosed it down, and that's all you need to do. If there should be any sort of sap that comes, a soft cloth with a little soap and water is going to keep it clean, but you don't have to baby it, you don't have to treat it, you don't have to do anything special. Now, to that point, if you live in a freezing climate and you may want to bring it inside, you need to remember that all you need to do is fold up your seats, and then for your tabletop, you simply unscrew the 3 bolts again and collapse it all down. So you can have this in a closet in no time at all. So this isn't something that you're going to be burdened with, well, how am I going to store it? And they're going to have to stack it, and I don't have a shed, and I don't have a garage. What am I going to do? Everything is going to collapse flat again, just the way it comes to you, and you're going to be able to store it if that's something that you need to do. The other thing you need to know is it's super easy to move from one area to another.
Yeah, good
so
point.
If you live alone, you don't have to worry about it. This is perfect if you live alone. And the best part is you're going to be able to invite somebody over, and they're going to be able to sit in that other chair, and you'll be able to communicate across that fabulous table.
I would think I'd be hard pressed to get a chair for under $150 with the quality that this is. Like, you will feel this is quality made. It doesn't feel hollow or flimsy or kind of thin. Like, it is quality outdoor furniture. Of course, you can take it indoors as well. If you love pink, maybe this, I could even see this being for like the single gal has just gotten her own little place.
Oh, yeah,
and
fun.
You know, we all love pink, right? And that little pop of color. Maybe you used to live in a tropical location. You want to bring a little of that tropical vibe to you. The flamingos are where it's at. We've got all of the colors that you're seeing right now. And also keep in mind, these would make incredible gifts. Send it to mom for Mother's Day, right? Maybe you're not going to see your mom, or maybe it is somebody special in your life that helps you out down the street, or, you know, maybe it's a caretaker. I don't know. There's so many people in our lives. I'm like, what can I get them? You know, I'm going to say this, and hopefully my mother-in-law is not watching, but my mother-in-law just retired and sent her some pretty flowers. It was more expensive to send her that bouquet of flowers than it was to buy this entire full bistro set.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And you're absolutely
And I feel like terrible now because I'm like, she loves pink and she loves flamingos, and I already got her the flowers, which are probably dead by now. But anyway, I'm just thinking of gifts. We give you 30 days to try it out. You have months to pay it. You have, is it 5 months to pay it off at $28 a month? You can use any major credit card. I'm gonna ask my producer, Rocky, because I'm very distracted by all these great colors and the motifs. Rocky, can we use our credit card offer on the today's special? The additional $25.
That's crazy.
Which is incredible. So we could save you an extra $25 if you want to sign up and apply. And if you didn't already know, getting the HSN credit card also allows VIP benefits throughout the year, which gives you extra flex pay. So if you have the HSN credit card, you could get an extra month to pay this off. That would take you through the whole spring and summer season, and at $23, how can you refuse? How can you refuse? I love the size of the tabletop. And the reason I say that is kind of the motif in the middle is usually the size of a typical bistro table.
Well, it's bigger, and it's got all this weight capacity. So remember, 110 pounds weight. It's 24 inches in diameter, so a couple of dinner plates will fit here comfortably. And it's 28 inches high, so you can cross your knees and be comfortable under the table.
Good point.
That's the other thing that's amazing about this furniture is we thought of virtually everything for you. Again, it's easy to put together, absolutely super easy, made for outdoors, but great for indoors. So if you've got a small space, or if you know a young couple that might be getting married, this would be a fabulous wedding present because their first apartment, it's not going to have anything really that's going to have a lot of space in it. This would be perfect for just the two of them to get started. I love the idea of a Mother's Day gift. It's absolutely, it's fabulous. And you've still got the great colors. We've sold out of one color already, but all you need to do is choose your color or choose your motif. So if you love peacocks, we are good to go. If you love sunflowers, we've got you covered. Well, and of course, the flamingo is absolutely original.
But if you're watching now, I do have to let everybody know we only have this show this afternoon with you and I, and then you have one more show tonight, and that is it.
Yes.
So if you are watching and you are seeing it, get it now, put it in your cart. We've already sold out of a color. Rocky, which one is going to be the next to go? Because I know the peacock blue is very, very popular. Oh, goodness, the peacock.
Wow.
Let's go take a little look at the peacock blue. Right. Blue is a really easy color to match back and a lot of different motifs that you might have indoors. You could extend that outdoors. But one of my favorite things is I mean, the entire back, like, okay, you and I, we've done like the benches before,
Yes,
right?
yes,
so if
yes,
you
yes.
already love the improvements bench, like the butterfly bench that we've had, this is that same quality and that same, you know, beautiful quality furniture grade that we've gotten before.
Well, you're exactly right, but we've taken it to the next level because we're giving you the 3 pieces. So now you've not only got all the whimsy and the charm that we presented before with the other items that we've brought you in the past that have always been a customer pick. Now we're giving you something that's not only practical, but adorable in these beautiful, beautiful colors. And I cannot stress enough the quality. And you're going to realize it too when you open up that box because you're getting something that is real furniture. This is not flimsy, wimpy.
No.
This is real furniture that's going to got a great capacity. The seat's going to hold 300 pounds. That means a lot. So if you're sitting there and you've got your grandchildren running up to you, go, Grandma, Grandma, and they jump on your lap, you can sit there comfortably. And even though the design is on the back of the seat, the design and the durability of the iron, powder-coated iron gives it all that strength. So even though I'm leaning on my gorgeous peacock and all his feathers, I'm comfortable. So we're not sacrificing anything by giving you all these gorgeous designs.
I can't stop staring at how beautiful they are.
I know.
Honestly, the deal that we're doing today is out of this world. We want you to enjoy your home, enjoy your space, love the place that you live. Not all of us can, you know, get an upgrade and build a new house and buy a new balcony or overall our whole furniture. This could be your dining room set. This is a full bistro set, the table and the chairs, indoor, outdoor. If you are somewhere where it has been snowing and it's been gray and it's been cold and it's been damp and it's been dark, this is a breath of fresh air. And I was watching you and Guy this morning and you guys really took me away. You know, spending time with each other is so important. You know, the moments are so important. It might be just 5 minutes in the morning of you alone time, having your cup of coffee before the rest of the house gets up. Might be your morning devotionals, might be your morning prayer time, might be morning listen to your business journal or podcast. That could be your workstation. That could just be your 30 minutes to get out of the house because you've worked inside all day, to go outside and enjoy a breath of fresh air, enjoy that afternoon lunch, enjoy that fresh made salad. Maybe it's a bowl of fruit. I keep going to, I talked about salad and fruit because I saw this beautiful hibiscus, which is like this gorgeous kind of peachy, cantaloupe, salmon-y color, right?
Yes, absolutely gorgeous. And the hibiscus is new. We brought this, is the first time we've ever done it, but I also want to stress, remember that this is rust resistant, fade resistant, and weather resistant. So you don't have to baby this, even though it's spectacularly beautiful. You're going to put this outside and leave it outside. You don't have to bring it in, but they're beautiful enough to bring inside. This is real furniture. And I want you to know too that this is just the beginning of the season for improvements. We've got an entire array of pieces that are going to work back to everything that you're seeing today. So I hope you'll continue to stay tuned and you can create an entire look that we will have curated for you to enhance your yard or garden or your interior home with quality products that are going to be absolute fabulous.
While we're there, just to show you, I want Deb to show you the way the chairs, you know, fold, but I also wanted to show it's so completely finished. You guys, if you were to go to a big box store or a discount store and you'd find a great deal, you'd be hard pressed to find it under $150. I'd say minimum $200, but the underside would probably be a different color. None of the bolts and the finishes and the screws and all that would be dyed to match, and that powder coated over that beautiful iron. Easy to clean, a nice matte, smooth finish. There's no texture that kind of lends itself to a certain motif. It's not necessarily, you know, it's not like, oh, that's gonna be Parisian, oh, that's shabby chic, or oh, that's boho. This is just personality. This is fun, this is flavor, this is color, this is style, and at $28, I can't believe we're doing this. And all these great colors too, because it'd be one thing if we did this and we only bought 2 colors, right? But we gave a nice assortment, a rainbow of opportunities, and I would even say, if you got 2, maybe you have one that's like off your deck, and then maybe one that's a little closer to the edge of the pool, by the fire pit, or by the water. I know a lot of people live by the lake, or like, how cool would that be to have different little spot under the tree?
Well, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
So you've got that option to bring it virtually anywhere you want to go. And remember, it's about 43 pounds in the box, but each piece is going to be manageable for you to go ahead and move it. And again, everything folds up. So if you did want to take it to the lake and you're lucky enough to have the lake, take it with you. Absolutely, you can go. You can disassemble the table simply by removing the screws and making it all flat again. And the chairs will fold up, which is unbelievable. The fact that we were able to give you that, because in most situations like this, you'd be putting everything together with a little wrench and you'd be tearing your hair out. You don't have to do any of that.
The minimal assembly and the shipping it to my door. I don't need to have, hey, Johnny, can I borrow your pickup truck? Can you drive to the store? And look at the way they pop. They pop against other bright colors. Unfortunately, we are sold out of the cushions. I apologize. But they pop against, maybe your house is just a little too drab, a little too gray, a little too brown, a little too boring. Add this pop of color on a lanai, in a sunroom, on a little pool deck, on your little Juliet balcony, you know, even if it's an indoor-outdoor space, right? Somewhere where maybe you have a little screened-in porch. You could choose the peacock, which is the blue. We have that beautiful apricot peachy hibiscus, the gorgeous palm Kelly green. We also have it in that flamingo hot, beautiful pink. And then the one that has been very, very popular, the sunflower yellow, which is very popular. Now, you'll notice we've decked out this outdoor studio and we have some accoutrements, and we will be diving into these a little bit more next hour, but should we give them a little tease, Deb?
Absolutely. We've got these beautiful iron lamps. They're a foot high. They are solar, and they've all got that gorgeous cutout laser leaf design. You're going to pick your color or maybe a contrasting color, but at night, the light inside is going to shine the pattern of the leaves onto the surface of wherever you put your light. We've got the shade is all cut out all the way around. You don't have to do anything. It weighs 2 pounds, so it's not going to topple over in a light wind. But most importantly, you're going to be able to have something that's going to give you all that drama at night, and you're not going to have to turn it on or off. It'll do it all by itself.
Okay, and then I think we also have the planter stands as well.
We have a bunch of the planter stands in all the different configurations. This is a repeat item from last year, but we made them bigger and better than ever. This happens to be the sunflower in the gorgeous yellow, and it's 2.5 feet high with a 100-pound capacity. Again, it's going to come to you flat packed. You're going to open it up and drop the seat and tighten a screw. You're going to add that little leg in the front, and that's going to give it the capability to hold a 100-pound plant. So that's one great big plant or a bunch of little plants. Again, rust resistant and fade resistant, all of the powder coated iron as well as the table.
You'll definitely want to start placing your orders early on those, because we are going to give you a full presentation next hour. But real quickly, I popped over to the flamingo pink bistro set. Remember, the table and the 2 chairs is our today's special. But I did notice we had a little decorations on the tables, these shells. Oh, we're going to talk about the bird bath first, sorry.
The bird baths are amazing. They're 25 inches high by 17, with the bowl is 17 inches. And they've got all of the beautiful colors in the hibiscus or the palm or the flamingo. So they'll work back to those 3. They're powder coated iron on the base, and the top is resin. They're 24 inches high, 17 inches in diameter, and they will hold 100 pounds. So if a 100-pound bird comes, you're going to be covered. But just fill it with water and let them take a little bath and have a little drink, and they're fun to watch. So that's going to be a great addition to your yard or garden, and they're going to work back to the beautiful bistro set.
I like that, so you can create kind of just like that little ensemble there. And then to decorate the table, we have these little lights, little lamps?
Yes, these are little lights, and we have either the shelves, which are about 7 by 6.5, or the pineapples, which we have over here, that are made of resin. You're getting 2. They run on 3 AAA batteries that you're going to put in the bottom. And then there are 3 warm white LED lights inside, so they'll light up at night. When you turn the switch, they're going to go on for 6 hours and then shut off automatically. There's a timer feature. They'll shut off for 18 hours, turn on again for a beautiful soft glow. You can't really tell, but the shells have a really kind of a translucent pink color, and the pineapple is that bright, gorgeous yellow, 9 inches high, very dramatic and light from the inside.
I thought you were describing me. Very dramatic and
light
from the inside. And the pineapples are also available in the 2-pack. Don't forget about our best buy of the day, the brand new bistro set and all the great popping, punch, fun colors. Deb and I will be back next hour, but Deb, I'm going to sit outside. I'm going to create more ambiance for us, so don't go anywhere.
Food has always been my passion. But the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you're bringing in the base.
See what all the Plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Make it the best for you. A lot of you asking about my outfit, so I wanted to take a moment to show off what I'm wearing. What are we going to talk about first, Rocky? The top, the pants? Okay, the top is G by Juliana. It's a great little cotton-based top. Got a little crew neck, a fun little shearing elbow length sleeve. I've tucked it in. I've got it on in the coral in the extra small. Nice that it's breathable because it's hot out here in Florida. And then we also have it in black and we also have it in white. And I thought it was a beautiful compliment. I'm like the background to this great plant we're gonna talk about. Okay, let me turn it so we can show off its best side. Come on, Carrie. Coming in. Carrie Mobley coming in.
My pleasure.
Okay, so first big season for me to talk about I've never even seen the Joseph's Coat Climbing Rose. Stunner. I see peaches, I see pinks, I see yellow, I see gold, I see gorgeousness from Leaf and Petal. Finally back in stock. You guys sold out of these 2 weeks ago, huh?
Yes, exactly. So we were able to get back in a little more inventory.
Okay.
And you're right. When you said, you know, you've never seen anything, you guys, this is one of the most rare roses out there. It is really special. It is a climbing rose, which I love to show off because climbing roses, they're problem solvers. First of all, you're going to get 2 to 3 times more flowers on it because rather than just having one bush, you have all these long, you know, tendrils on this climbing rose, and now you're able to get more blooms. But it's about the color. It looks like a sunset in here. Yes, it does. So when it starts off, it's kind of yellow in the center, and then as it ages, I mean, look at this. And have you had a chance, Valerie, to smell it?
I was touching it. I didn't get close enough to smell it, but I'm already getting when the wind goes. Hold on. Oh, wow.
Isn't that incredible?
Wow.
It is one of the most fragrant roses I have ever smelled. So the color is tremendous. The value on this is tremendous, you guys. Check it out. This is how it looks, you know, on your property. Here, obviously, we have it on a trellis, you know, an obelisk, I should say. But you can see there, you can put it on fences. You know, you can put it on a pole. We've seen these things grow up poles, you guys. So I want to show you how it's going to come to you. It's a little different than you would buy it in a nursery. It's called a bare root. And this is what we in the industry look for. The bare root is special because what we do is we take a rose that is already 2 or 3 years mature, and then we take it out and we hand trim it. So you can see we've got 2 sides. The bottom is where we've got all these little roots down here, right? The hairy roots. And then up on top is where they have trimmed off the rose. So this rose right here looks to be about 2 or 3 years old. The ones that you're getting in those, you know, home improvement box stores or even your nursery, those are about 1 year old, and they are not the quality that Leaf and Petal is. I'm telling you guys, you get a 1-year guarantee on all our plants. I'm gonna show you real quick how to plant
plant this. By the way, you can put this in a container as long as it has something to climb up. It's gonna do just fine, you know, in the cold. It's cold hardy as well. But what you do is you either, you know, find a place in your garden or in a container, and you're gonna dig a little hole. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remember what side is up and what is down, and then I'm gonna bury it, covering up all those little roots so that just the green parts are kind of sticking out the top. And then I'm gonna water it. And then I'm gonna water it the next day, and I'm gonna water it the next day, because that is what's going to help your plants thrive and succeed. Then you'll start to notice on all of these little stems, the little leaves that are coming out. And in the matter of just, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, you're gonna get roses. Every year, it's gonna come back bigger and stronger and healthier, and this is going to be the highlight of your garden.
Okay, so I love that you said every year. Every year, I put in the investment in the beauty of giving it a home, giving it a place to grow, giving it a place to thrive, and then every year you get to benefit from it. Every year you're gonna see these beautiful blooms. There is something so magical about watching nature bloom, right? It's that rebirth. I love how fragrant these are. I mean, I want a perfume in this fragrance, right?
Yes.
And these are a climbing rose. So they're meant, as you mentioned, like the tendrils and the way the leaves kind of spray out, and they like lift towards the sun, which I love. And they're grasping for that beautiful warm sun right now. And the golden hues, from the yellow to the peaches to the cantaloupe colors to the warm kind of like terracottas and beautiful, even soft purples. And I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
an
it's
array
a marvel.
it really is.
Yep.
It's nature at its finest.
So, and what I would like to do is, we have a map that I would
Okay.
like to show you guys. I want you to know, I mean, you could be looking outside, it's freezing cold, your ground is, you know, frozen solid. I don't want you to worry about what are you gonna do if it, you know, comes to you tomorrow.
Okay.
This map is really important because what we do is we ship it out to you when it is your time to plant. And in fact, we actually have, you know, 2 or 3 parts of the country where we are shipping it out immediately. Like, for example, here in Florida,
Right.
we're ready right
We're ready.
now.
It's
My
planting
garden
season.
has started.
Yeah.
I mean, Valerie, you can tell.
Yeah.
It certainly is gardening season here. But for those of you maybe up in the north, and thank you, Rocky, for putting that up for us, take a look at the map and locate where you are and then find that corresponding color. It will be shipped directly to you when it is your time to plant. And in fact, you won't even be paying for it until then. All you're doing is holding your spot in line. It's going to come fresh. It's going to come well packaged, it's going to come professionally hand trimmed, and it will also include our planting guide. This planting guide is something that we include with all of our plants, and it's specific to each kind of plant. So this one is specifically for the leaf and petal climbing roses. I mean, this is chock full of information because we want to make sure that you have all of the details. Because, you know, I'm running through a lot right now. We don't ever have a lot of time. But I want you to take a look at it because we want you to succeed. On the back, Valerie, there's even a 1-800 phone number you can call and say, okay,
So I can
forgot
phone
what
I
end
can
was
phone a
up.
friend?
You can phone a
I can
friend.
phone a friend. Just
somebody like me will answer.
Because
Carrie.
Carrie's got a lot on her plate. I would call her, but it'd probably be the wrong time. She'd be busy.
I'll be at a
But
baseball
But you
game
know
or-
what? I like having a tangible pamphlet
Yes.
because I can refer to it at any time. And
Yes.
it is nice to have those instructions because I'm somebody that needs somebody to hold my hand to get the best success. And this is such an opportunity. By 2 weeks ago, we launched this climbing rose. Boom, sold out just like that. Today, we've got 5 interest-free credit card payments. I know this is not going to sound believable, but you can get this home for a little over $5. $5 and change, which is exciting here at HSN. So if you love all of these beautiful tones, well, is it specific to the Joseph's Coat Climbing Rose that you're getting sort of these sunset hues?
That is right.
Okay.
It is that rare color.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, I mean, you can go to your local nursery. By the way, I'm a landscape designer. I'm a professional gardener. I live my life in nurseries, right? Buying for my clients, of course, buying for myself. I'm a plant mama as well, right? So I see what is out there. I'm from Michigan. I now live in Florida. So I've been around. Both of my parents are master gardeners. You have not seen this. It is so incredible to be able to offer it to you. And you know, and that's the other thing about Leaf and Petal. We have that 1-year guarantee on all of our perennial plants, and roses are included. But we also want you to succeed. Our reputation depends on your success. Therefore, we like to pick things that are not only unique and special and different, because gardening is competitive. Sorry, but it is. I want my garden to be the best.
Stand out, yes.
There's a reason my friend Jasmine won Garden of the Month a couple months ago, because it is competitive.
Okay.
So we want plants that are also easy for you.
That's what I was going to ask you, because my number one thing is I want this beauty. I want success. What is the care? Where, you know, does it need proper sunlight? How often do I have to water it? Do I have to kiss it every single night?
I mean,
tell
I
it nice, pretty things.
Yeah, I think talking sweet nothings into your Joseph's coat. I love you so much. Mwah.
I love you too.
But obviously, you know, when we say with proper care, number one is always going to be watering, okay? If you have it in a container, you're gonna have to water it every day. Please don't be afraid to drag that hose. Now, anytime you can put something in the ground, I usually recommend it, because once it's established, it can use those roots to seek out basically its own water source. But fertilizer also plays a big role. We've got a great leaf and petal fertilizer that we're going to tell you all about in just a couple of minutes, and I highly recommend that as well.
Okay, you guys, opportunity. If you love the peaches and the corals and the beautiful soft golden sunset hues, this one piece, remember, it does come as a bare root. You can always watch the presentation back, but put a little time and effort into it, and you'll absolutely get the glory of this climbing rose year after year after year, and at a great price point of $26.95 from our trusted Leaf and Petal brand that comes to us. And this is the time of year that really they shine, and we're excited to not only bring you roses, but also bring you daisies.
Oh, the happiest plant ever.
The Mount Hood Shasta daisies, and you are getting a 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, these are brand new. Has no one seen these yet before?
Not this year, nope. Again, though, they sold out last year, so we're really happy to bring them back. And this is just like that quintessential happy plant, right? Daisies in general. But what's great about these Shasta daisies is that they have these masses of the double blossoms on them. Normally with, you know, regular daisies, they've got one layer of petals on them. These have these multiple layers, and they kind of have a mounding style to them. So they're pretty compact. I mean, obviously you can see we've got this nice bed of the foliage down here, and then kind of rising out from it, you've got these super happy Shasta daisies that make great cut flowers for bouquets.
Yeah.
I love the idea of this being in a, yes, think about this in the bathroom. It's so fresh on the kitchen counter if you're having people over for like the 4th of July. But what's great is that a flower like this gives you 2 things. First of all, it will extend the gardening season for you. A lot of plants do their best growing in the spring, and then they start to melt in the heat of the late summer and into the fall. What's great about these, they will be blooming all the way from summer into fall. The other reason that they're so great is because of the white color. And I love all different colors in my garden. I mean, there is a rainbow. There is nothing I will say no to. But what's great about white is that it makes all the other colors pop, no matter what it is. Like, think about how great it would be to have that Joseph's coat and then kind of boop, boop, boop right around it. And now you've got the daisies. Look, I just planned your garden for you, and it was free. You didn't even have to pay me. Hey, you know what else?
I'll tip you later.
Thank you. I bet you will.
Because honestly,
tip
your
me
advice.
in sunscreen.
Yeah, seriously, out here. Your advice goes a long way, because that is the thing. You know, you may not be super creative or super artistic, but you want that pleasing, you know, as you go into your home, into your driveway, and you might have a small planter area, you might have a big, vast yard. I like the amount of brightness this gives. And, you know, and it's kind of, it feels like it would be an easy plant to care for.
It is very easy. I mean, it's dry drought tolerant,
Okay.
which everybody loves,
Okay.
especially because, like I said, you know, plants love water just the same way humans
Right.
do. So it's definitely going to need some water, but it's one of those plants that if you miss a day or
Right.
two, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to show you how they come. If you don't mind helping me, you're getting 3 of them, which is great, and they're going to come again right when you want them to come, very similar to that map that we were showing with the roses. So you get all 3. They're fresh, they're well packaged. When they arrive to you, I just want you to take them out of the plastic, give them a nice little watering, and then figure out where you're going to plant them. They're fantastic in containers because they are a bit more drought tolerant. And guess what else? For those of you who say, I'm never gardening again because every time I plant something, the deer come and eat it, we've got your back because these are deer resistant.
Really? I
Yes.
love that. And I've got my handy dandy instructions. Does this come with my 3-pot
sure
purchase?
does.
Okay, so planting instructions out of the box, continuing care, frequently asked questions, your
Ooh, ask away.
best quick reference to how much light, how much exposure, what type of, you know, hardness zones, and I mean, just everything is in here. So don't throw this away. When you get this and you get them at home, don't just toss it because you think it's, you know, wasted paper. No, this is valuable information.
Yes.
Of course, Leaf and Petal is always available if we need to phone a friend, which is really nice. But these are brand new. You're the very first customers to be able to see it. And I think what you said was really nice is sometimes I get lost in a sea of like, what color and what plant goes with what. There is nothing here that would compete. It's only a complement.
That's right.
Because it's white and it's bright. And in the center, that kind of traditional daisy yellow, which is really nice. So it gives it that beautiful kind of spray of color. And I also love the dome shape. I love that they reach up and just kind of fullness at the top. So if you are somebody that just can do some potted plants, maybe that's on your front step area or your back porch area. Not everybody has a full glamorous yard to garden like you do.
I am very fortunate,
Yes,
but
you
you know
are.
what? I created it from scratch.
You did,
so
and it's
I
beautiful.
love it.
You work hard at it.
Now, the other thing is, this is a plant, again, that is going to come back year after year. So you're getting all 3 of them for this price, knowing that they're going to come back year after year. It's not, you know, as much of an investment as you think, right? So also you mentioned like, oh, how much sun does it need? It loves full sun, but it can also handle part sun. What I say is, you know, the further north you are in the country, the more sun it needs.
Okay.
Here in Florida, you know, or in Texas, or in you know, Southern California, the sun is so intense that it does not need as much, right? I can get away with 2-3 hours of sunlight here in Florida, where maybe if you live in the UP of Michigan, you know, you're going to want it to have 5 or 6 hours of full sun. So it really is an easy plant. It's very forgiving when it comes to things like that. And of course, the butterflies and the hummingbirds, they love him. They love him.
Which
we
means
all do.
you get a show because that's the thing is that's part of their, you know, thriving and pollinating, and so you get to experience that. I love that you mentioned that because that's a big thing for me is, you know, what is drawing that attention, and you said that they're deer resistant, but you are going to see those beautiful butterflies and those beautiful bumblebees, and you are getting 3. First time ever. And I also wanted to mention we have a special shipping and handling offer, so maybe you picked up the climbing roses, maybe you're adding on the Shasta daisies. $7.50 is your flat rate to ship all of your live plants. So if you're stocking up because it is your gardening season, you're about to hit your, you know, Olympic stride,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
This is the time you want to stock up because of that flat rate. And I do love adding pops of color with that beautiful, fresh, crisp white. And you mentioned these are good flowers to cut. Same with the
best.
roses too.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can mix and you can match them as well.
Yep, and just remember, they're coming to you like this. They're very fast growers. You know, I think within, you know, the first 6 to, 7 weeks, you're gonna have a bunch of flowers. It's more of a compact daisy, so it's a more mounding style. It's gonna give you, a spread of about 16 inches or so, and it might get, maybe 20 inches tall. So if you're gonna plant them boom, 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 the instructions are are right there in that planting guide, or even on hsn.com.
Right.
And then also remember, guys, I'm always going to recommend that leaf and petal fertilizer. It is a bloom boosting fertilizer. If your plants need water like we do, then, you know, the plants also need food like we do. And we love our leaf and petal fertilizer because they come in these pods, so there's no measuring, there's no mixing. Yep, it's super easy to use. We actually have 4 different varieties. One is the bloom boosting, one is just for roses, we have one that is for fruits and vegetables, and then we have one for acidic loving plants, like some azaleas and some hydrangeas, depending on the color that you want. You would change the acidity of the fertilizer. So just really easy. You take one of the pods, you pop it, you put it in the water, give it a good shake, and then you're gonna water it, you know, just like anything else you would water in your garden.
That's so
Boom,
easy.
done.
And then exactly. Brand new. We love these Mount Hood Shasta daisies. You are getting 3. Leaf and Petal is giving you all the instructions. I was reading my care instructions, which I love. And if they're Carrie Mobley approved, we know you're going to love them.
Leaf and Petal will not let you down.
That's
Remember,
right.
we have a 1-year guarantee.
Thank you for that,
You're
because
so
that's
very
really
welcome.
important. And I love this. Is my first show of the season with Carrie, which means I know spring is here.
Yeah, it's time
and
for
summer. So thank you guys so much for your orders. We appreciate you so very much. Okay, so obviously we're here in Florida. It's getting hot. We're in full swing of spring, but I want you to check out, we've got some big spring offers on hsn.com. So these are really exciting, from outdoor eating to maybe, you know, outdoor gardening, outdoor fashion. So we've got a lot of spring deals, and you'll find them right there. The outdoor decor, and then maybe indoor, outdoor, just everything's like good and on sale. Sorry, I'm like moving around out here. Okay. Let's next up talk about our naturally green No More Bugs. How many of you love spring and summer, but you don't like the bugs, the mosquitoes, the gnats, the fleas, the ticks, the no-see-ums? I've got the concentrate that is our big spring deal, under $25. You can spray it on anything. It is cedar oil based, DEET-free, natural bug repellent. You can spray it on your baseboards, your furniture, the dog beds, your skin, your clothes, anywhere that those pesky little bugs might be showing up. Hi everyone. We've got that for you. I actually wanted to show, is this the size we're doing? Okay, so this is the 32 ounce. It does come with the spray, and you're getting it on the 5 interest-free credit card payment. So I'm gonna bring in my special guest. Renee Blubog is joining us. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Renee. Okay, Renee, I love that. Welcome in. Nice to see you as well. This is one of my all-time favorite products, living in Florida and having, like, you know, the bugs, they think they lived here, you know, they own the place. This is an important product I think everybody should stock up on.
Absolutely. If you're like me, if there's a bug in a 100-mile radius, it's going to find me and make a beeline or a bug line to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into a little bit of what makes this so different and special from other bug repellents.
So there's no DEET involved in this at all. It's all natural plant-based products made primarily of the highest grade cedar oil. And bugs don't like cedar.
Right.
It inhibits them from breathing, and they'd rather just go someplace else instead of trying to fight suffocating.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's not like you're squashing them and killing them.
No,
you're
we're not
deterring
squashing them.
You're sending them elsewhere.
It's a repellent.
It's a repellent, exactly.
And the great thing about it is that it's USDA approved, which means that you can spray it literally anywhere on your kids, your pets, your plants, yourself, anything that you love.
Yeah.
And it's completely safe. In the kitchen, outdoors, wherever.
And so we're giving it to you in this 32 ounce concentrate, which I think is actually this, right?
Correct.
Is this the bottle that it comes in?
This is the 32 ounce. This is the 32 ounce.
Okay,
this is the gallon.
This is the 32 ounce,
Yes.
and that's the gallon. So do you mix this with anything?
So this is a concentrate. If you're using it as a repellent, you don't want to mix it with anything.
Okay, so you just want to use it full strength.
Full strength.
All right.
If you're out at the beach, you want to spray everything, you know, everything with it.
So let's go through and let's spray some things and explain to everybody at home. You know, that's what makes it so popular, is that you don't have to worry about it on fabrics or upholsteries or pet beds or skin.
It won't stain. There's no oily, no horrible smell. It's cedar, and everyone loves cedar.
Exactly.
They put it in perfumes and candles.
Exactly. So what are we displaying here with this?
So it's springtime. and we don't need sweaters. Whether you're in Arizona or Florida or wherever, we're done with sweaters. So the thing is, like, remember back in the day when your ancestors immigrated over, mine came from Italy, with their stuff in a cedar trunk. And there's a reason behind it, because bugs don't like cedar. We have cedar closets back in the day. So the great thing is that if you take out your clothes that you're going to be waiting to put away, spray all of the inside of your trunks or your baskets or bins, spray your clothes, and then put it back in. And it's protected.
Good to go.
Protected
Good to go. So
for
that
the
you're
entire
not gonna,
for the entire summer
you're not
until
going
it's
to
time to
open
pull
them
this
up
back in.
after the season, and then all of a sudden, you know, you've seen things have made it a home there for it.
Yeah,
So.
and holes. Like, who wants their favorite sweater come back out with a hole?
What else? What else are we spraying this on?
So we're spraying it literally on everything.
On everything.
Oh, no, I'm seriously.
No,
okay,
it's true.
So in the kitchen, how many times you come out in the middle of the night and you want a glass of water or something to eat, you come out and then you open up the drawer and there's like a creepy crawly in it. So this product, because it's USDA approved, is safe enough to actually just spray inside your drawers and then put your silverware back in, and this will eliminate any of that problem.
Okay, so what kind of bugs is this going to repel?
So this repels anything that's exoskeleton, which means fleas, ticks, flies. I think we have a...
Yeah, we do. Ticks, fleas, stink bugs, ants, dust mites, roaches. I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes, no CMs.
No CMs are bad.
Those are the big ones for us here. Gnats, flies, and horse flies. And probably more than that, but the fact of the matter, those are probably the most common pesky bugs.
Speaking of no-see-ums are notorious for getting through screens, right?
Yes,
Not
they
everybody has, like, no-see-em screen. So the best thing to do, because again, you want to spray this everywhere. So spray it on the cloth so you're not wasting product, and just generously wipe it down on all of your screens. This includes your screen door, also your mats, front mats, absolutely. And this is also a great snake repellent. I know.
Stop it.
Yeah, I know we have like minimal snakes here in Florida, but like my dad lives out near the Black Hills, and snakes on his back porch are an everyday occurrence. So I'm like, Dad, dude, let's spray this on your deck.
Yeah.
No more snakes.
Oh,
seriously.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so from indoor, outdoor, in between.
In between.
And then we'll talk about flooring. I know that a lot of people, we think about carpet, we think about baseboards, we think about different flooring.
So this is safe on any flooring, on any wall, on any baseboard, because it's all natural product. It'll come out kind of white, milky white when you spray it, but then it will dry clear. And the best thing to do is just spray the inside right here, whether it's wood, carpet, linoleum, tile, whatever, but make sure you get up underneath the baseboard, because bugs love to hide in those small, tiny, dark, cracky places.
That's a good point. You guys, this is $4.99 to get it home. We give you 30 days to try it out. If you are that person that when you see a creepy crawly or a bug, you like literally, even if it's the smallest little one, you're like killing it, or like you're wanting to leave the house and go stay somewhere else, this is perfect for you. Whether it is the bugs that just seasonally come through or year-round, indoor, outdoor, it's even safe to spray on skin, to spray on clothes. And this is our kind of like our big kickoff to the spring season, and we're doing a lot of things. We're going a lot of places. So we've covered a lot of indoor places to spray it, from flooring to your baseboards to anything, but everything from pet beds to all of your outdoor things, right?
Absolutely. Let's talk about pet beds.
Okay.
Because we know pets, they drag in all kinds of bugs, whether it's fleas, ticks, anything. So the best thing to do, I used to have a boy like this, is to spray, first of all, spray their butt, because we know that puppy butts harbor
so you can
all
spray
kinds
it directly on
Absolutely,
the animal.
spray it on the animal, and make sure that you're getting their legs and their feet, because they're walking through the grass, and so the bugs are
because
hanging
it's
on to
cedar
them.
oil, you guys. It's natural cedar oil.
Absolutely.
So it's deep-free.
Deep-free,
it's USDA
all natural,
certified, so
truly.
you don't have to worry about it being harmful.
No, I remember when I was a kid, my mom would be like, Renee, close your eyes and mouth and cover your hand.
And then you get sprayed
and then
with
you
all
get
that
sprayed
stuff.
with all this stuff.
Chemicals.
But this, when you're doing it on your dog, you want to do this outside, because the bugs are going to jump off. And so you want to make sure that they don't jump off in your house, kind of counterproductive.
Because it's a tick repellent too,
It's
right?
a tick repellent also. Yeah, absolutely. So spray the butt.
Okay.
And then spray against the grain and rub your hands in.
Okay.
And
because
then,
again, it's safe. You don't have to wear gloves.
You do not.
don't have
Nothing
to.
at all. No,
and
seriously, like I'm
spraying
spraying
it on
me.
the pet beds too, because
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
where they sleep.
Especially in the corners here. But also, you don't want to spray it directly on any pet's head, cat, dog. So you just spray it on your hands, and then rub it in, and then just kind of massage it in their ears and on their cute little face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our outdoor equipment, because as we know, the days are longer, so the kids are out, we're doing a little bit more, we're staring out later. And for me, it's the dusk time.
Oh, yeah.
Where the mosquitoes and the no-see-ums, I'm literally like a gourmet buffet feast for them. They get me head to toe.
Oh, yeah.
They just see me coming. Or maybe
Girl,
they smell
I'm
me coming.
all-you-can-eat buffet. I swear. Yeah, and I'm a sommelier, and so I often host outdoor huge dinner parties in the garden, and the worst thing is having a glass of champagne in one hand, swatting at a mosquito with the other, you know? So you really want to start by, when you're outdoor entertaining, spray everything. The tabletop, because this is USDA approved, so it's perfectly safe to do that. Spray the tabletop, the legs, everything. Everything. So also you want to spray
your visor,
your hat,
pickleball, tennis, walking. I don't. I haven't gotten there yet. Do you?
I do.
Okay, you like
Poorly.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm intimidated.
I even spray this when I'm out going out for a run, because
yeah, that's what I was thinking, especially like in the evenings. I feel like that's when they're out for blood, literally for blood. Hats are really important.
Hats are
you know,
really
that's
important.
Still touching your face. Going to the beach, you never know what you're bringing home to. Could you spray this even around your mattress?
Absolutely.
For those dust mites
oh yeah.
and so forth?
this
and
is
travel.
The, travel.
Oh, yeah.
So
take
this,
that around up front.
Yeah, this was the only bug that I really enjoy being bit by, and it's the travel bug. I know it's kind of corny, but truly, you want to spray. You want to spray your suitcase down, because you don't want any bug that you came from Italy or Europe with or anywhere. So just completely spray everything down before you get into the house, and leave your bag outside for just a bit, and the bugs will be gone.
Absolutely. This is so smart, and I look forward to bringing it out each and every year. Naturally green. It's literally in the title, no more bugs. For $4.99. That's the 32-ounce concentrate.
Is the 32-ounce.
But we do have the gallon size available for you. We'll show that to you. I think, did we show that on it? Okay, there it is. So you can get the gallon as well if you would like. That's going to be $99.95. That can make up to 8 gallons if you need it to.
Yep. And so then all of those other mothballs and everything that you used to use before, that gallon will take care of all of the bugs.
Absolutely. And then I know we also have the cloths on hsn.com too. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Nice to work with you. You get to take that suitcase and travel
I'm going to
out.
go someplace.
Okay, you enjoy yourself. Don't go anywhere though. More HSN and a look at our Today Special coming up next.
Thank you.
Adventure. Have a good adventure.
Thanks.